So let's move on to something a bit more jolly, shall
Oh,
we?
yes.
I wanted to, it's Thursday afternoon. We can do something that isn't serious and isn't important.
Right.
So of all the things that we cover some horrific stuff that honestly is quite depressing.
Yes.
Because of the nature of the sort of the gravity of those things. This is a subject that is completely trivial, right? Completely trivial.
Okay.
And you don't need to think about or worry about it in any way, shape, or form because it will never really affect you. But it keeps coming up my timeline, and it is pissing me off.
Right.
Every goddamn day, I see Pedro Pascal's smiling mug, and I'm sick of it.
That actually might be important because it's starting to irritate me as well.
Right? As Steph here is posting...
You guys come to AMC theaters, what movie you want to see? You want to see a Pedro Pascal movie? You want to see a Pedro Pascal movie? Or do you want to see a Pedro Pascal movie? Which Pedro Pascal movie do you want to see? He's even Superman. Oh, wait a minute. That's not him. But there he is. Yikes.
I am so sick of seeing this guy. I just don't understand.
Yes. So, I mean, I first... I don't know if it was his first thing, but I first saw Pedro Pascal in a TV series called Narcos, right? And that was the first time I'd ever seen him, and it was a sort of a historical thing, and
Right.
he actually looked like the DEA agent that he was playing. So I thought, okay, that makes sense. A new actor has popped up. He actually looks like the character. He did a fine job. Yeah, thought nothing more of it.
Yep.
Right. And then after that series ended, he was then in absolutely everything ever made since.
So the first time I saw him in something was Game of Thrones, where he was the prince from the Southland. I can't remember the name of it, but he was fine. I enjoyed the role, and he got his head popped open, which was brutal.
Yes.
Which,
In retrospect, I thought I would have enjoyed that scene more.
right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was shocking. It was great storytelling, and. I thought that was great. And then, as you say, he then began popping up in everything.
Yes.
And one has to wonder why. Because, I mean, he was fine, but he's not like one of the world's great actors.
No.
He's just fine. Why is he in everything all the time, everywhere?
I mean, I'll give you a really weird example. Right? It was... I didn't watch many of them because it turned awful so quickly. But Disney came out with a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And the whole gimmick of this was that you never got to see the guy's face.
Yeah, they don't take off.
He had a helmet on the entire time until later on when they did take the helmet off. And it turned out that they couldn't even resist casting Pedro Pascal for that.
Yeah, and he wasn't even great for that either. He didn't have the sort of body presence
No, he didn't.
the Mandalorian had. Like, I remember there was a scene of him walking down some steps and he's just kind of slouching down these steps.
Yeah,
It's
with
like,
his anxiety.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get into his bloody anxiety in a minute. Anyway, so as you can see, it's because the woke Hollywood lovies love him. Right? He is a feminist, and he's inspired. He's only inspired by powerful
Only
women.
inspired by powerful women.
Yeah, I'm feeling the ghost of Gad. So he's not dead, but I'm feeling Gad Sad has a term for men like this.
Yes.
And
That's users.
Yeah, that's why sneaky effers. And that's why I'm starting to really hate him, I think.
So Julius Caesar, the Duke of Wellington, Alexander the Great does nothing for him, but show him powerful women, and that's inspirational.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, as you say, he's look at men's health. Oh, the simple way Pedro Pascal manages anxiety. Now, weirdly, this article, I was reading through it, trying to look for the thing that he does to manage his anxiety, but it's basically nothing to this. Like, he says he's very anxious during the summer of 2020 because of COVID, but he doesn't explain how he manages his anxiety, which is really weird. And so people have...
Is this a recent condition?
No, he's been talking about this for a while now.
Because I'm just wondering, like, let's say you are a young man and you're suffering anxiety, and you talk to somebody about this, and is their advice going to be, well, why don't you put yourself in front of as many people as you possibly can? Is that how you deal with anxiety?
To be honest with you, I mean, a lot of dealing with anxiety, I think, is just confronting your fear, right?
Yes.
So you just got to go out and do it. right? So maybe it is.
Well, he's overachieving when it comes to that.
Well, exactly. He's doing great.
Yeah.
So he's become super famous, but he's still deeply anxious, like a little scared toddler is how he describes himself.
Right.
Which is weird.
Man needs some testosterone then.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get clips like this, like how many 60 million views on this one. Don't bring me a get rid of that. But as he's standing on stage and he
Isn't she married to somebody else?
Yeah.
That's not his wife, is it? That's someone else's wife.
Yeah. So basically, I can't find a proper quote from him saying this, but everyone on the internet is basically saying, "Oh well, he needs soothing. He needs soothing when he's in public by touching people," which is really weird. And so there are many, many clips of him basically being very handsy with women around him, which
So about a year ago, I got a puppy. And I was willing to provide soothing for the first week or two, and then after that, it's no, you're on your own.
Yeah, but this is a very brave thing to do in the era of Me Too.
Well,
I mean, I
yes,
but the point is, everyone can tell this is kind of BS. And do you know how I know it's kind of BS? Yeah, yeah. Why doesn't he have anxiety around his male co-workers?
yeah.
It's only around the women. And what's even more interesting? It's only around the attractive women. Didn't get anxiety around Bella Ramsey. Start touching her. No, he didn't. Right? And the thing is, right, he explains what he does when he's around Bella Ramsey. Right?
Puke.
No.
Right.
I'm not trying to say anything negative about Bella Ramsey. But there we go. He says, in an appearance for the promotion of The Last of Us with Bella Ramsey, Pascal was seen revealing to his co-star on why he would put his left hand on his stomach to combat feelings of anxiety when he's in public. So he puts his left hand on his stomach when he's around Bella Ramsey,
right.
But when he's around beautiful blonde English girl who's in my no, I've got to be all touchy with her. I mean, if I were Bella Ramsey, I'd be like, "What, my chopped liver? Like, come on." Yeah.
Well,
no. Bella Ramsey seems. I'm sure she's a lovely person, right? And not like as an uggo, I'm sympathetic. But the point is, why doesn't he need soothing from his male co-workers? Why doesn't he need soothing? Well, it's. Yeah. I need a beautiful blonde woman to soothe me. Thank you very much. And this is just creepy, just unbelievably creepy. That she is not dating him, and she is pregnant with presumably a boyfriend's child. And
we find out if the kid comes out and immediately gets put in every single film. Who the father is?
Yes, we will. But I mean, I'm just saying, if your pregnant wife was doing this,
yeah, no.
If your pregnant wife was doing this with any other man anytime, let alone in public, I wouldn't stand for it, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't stand for it in quite explosive ways. Probably not as explosively as the father in the previous segment, but
yes,
I would be raging, absolutely raging. And
I mean, there's a lot of weirdness going on here.
Yeah, and I'd be raging at her too. I wouldn't be as angry with. Well, I mean, I'd be angry, but I wouldn't do anything. But like
the question of why, if you suffer anxiety, you chose this career.
Yep.
Why Hollywood feels the need to put him in absolutely everything, including roles where you can't even see his face, just to be on the safe side, and why he feels it's appropriate to touch other men's wives like that, and why these women feel the need to mother. I mean, it's mothering, isn't it?
I mean, kind of, but it seems that there is this doesn't seem like mothering, though, right? It seems that under the auspices of it being, oh no, he's just anxious, I'm just trying to soothe him. Very flirty, right? Very, very flirty. Like, again, if you go back to this isn't motherly.
Yes.
This is way more than that. I mean, look at her. Like, sorry. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is a girlfriend.
Allegedly, yeah.
Well, no, allegedly not a girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
But absolutely not. But what this is creepy and scummy, right?
Yes.
This is weird and unacceptable. And again, there are just loads. Like, and you get people saying, you know, I don't understand why this man needs her to hold, has her to hold his hand all the time. Not even dating it makes him look like a grade A wimpy pervert. Yeah, he does seem like a really creepy grade A wimpy pervert. In fact, Gad Sad has a great term for these people. And so why is her boyfriend standing for it? I mean, this is her boyfriend. Like,
Oh, okay.
sorry, Paul, I think you should deal with that guy, right? And I really mean it. As a guy with a chin like that, I think you've
Yes.
got the capacity to deal with it. He was a lacrosse player
Yes.
and now owns a professional lacrosse.
You can move a lot of soil with that chin. That's,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Like, sorry, the sneaky effer thesis is really coming about, right? Look at little wimpy Pedro Pascal there, who's your girlfriend is all over this guy. Your
Yeah.
pregnant girlfriend is all over this guy. Are you going to stand for that, mate? I wouldn't bloody stand for that.
I'll tell you who's a great example from the other side is Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Because loads of people come up to him and want photos.
Yeah, and he hover hands.
Yes, he makes sure his hands are well out of it because he knows what's appropriate and what isn't.
Yeah, he's not going to get me too.
Yeah.
You know? But all I'm saying, Paul, is I don't know why you're standing for that, mate. I bloody wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah.
Because Sitch here, I think, makes a great point. Like, people wonder why young men are getting angry and turning against society. The Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby coverage is the perfect example. All of these weird articles and comments gushing over these two seem to have an open affair where no one cares about Vanessa Kirby cheating on her husband, well, boyfriend, or at best making him publicly look like a cuck. If Pascal was married and he was cheating on a woman, the vibe about this would be completely different. Most people would be outraged, and Kirby's husband better get a paternity test. There's about a 99% chance he's cheating on him. I totally agree.
So is he not married then?
They're not married, but they've been dating for like 4 years or something.
No. Pedro Pascal, is he married to anyone?
I don't believe he is.
Does he date? Does he prefer the company of men?
I don't know. Let's find it. I have not seen anyone accusing him of being. Let me quickly search that up.
I mean, if he prefers the company of men, that might perhaps explain why he treats
I
him
don't.
like...
Right. I mean, the Google results are it's unclear, so the answer is no. Right.
Well, I don't know if normally if it's unclear, I would have thought that's a yes.
Nah. Because, like, I mean, there's the clip of him, like, dancing, but that doesn't mean anything, really. But the thing is, as well, like...
A lot of people have been asking the question if he prefers the company of men.
Sure, but he seems to... I mean, look at the picture. He seems to prefer the company of women, right? Particularly other people's women, right?
Yes.
And not on, right? Again, Paul, why are you standing for this, mate? You should be doing something about this. Like, I think less of you as a man for permitting this. Like, how... Like, I just can't even imagine... Like, what my reaction would be if I was in public and I saw my wife doing that.
There are literally pages, and I don't know. I might dissent on this one. All I see is pages and pages of speculations and articles about his sexuality.
Let's assume it's all speculation.
Right.
That even if he's gay,
Yes.
I'd still be like, no, absolutely not.
Well, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's only gay until he's not, right? He's only gay until he's having sex with your wife or something. You'd be like, well, hang on a second.
Yes, it's conversion therapy.
And not, well, I mean, I think it's Gad's sneaky effort thesis in play. And I think that the question about his sexuality is deliberately vague. But again, this is more video and we don't need to watch it because we've seen enough. But I just cannot stand it. And I can't stand it in that kind of... Again, it's nothing to do with me. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Yeah. But it's constantly shoved in my feed. And I'm more annoyed for this guy.
Yes.
Not like this culture, this very feminine culture in Hollywood, very permissive feminine culture. You should be enforcing your boundaries. And that's what really bothers me about this. Is that what it's setting as an example to other men, been like, yeah, you know what? Actually, your wife, your girlfriend, your pregnant girlfriend, can just go and do this weird thing. Oh, he needs soothing. He needs something. Right. Okay. First things first. He needs a slap. Right. Mm. If you're a 40, how old's Pedro Pascal? Like 40 something, right? Man, and you're like, oh, I'm getting really anxious in public. No, grow up. Right. You sound like a toddler. You sound like a child. You're not a child. You're an adult man. Grow up. Yeah. Also, you should know that there are boundaries with other people's women. Right?
Yes.
And if you are not respecting the boundaries that other people should be setting with their woman, then that's on you as well. Right? And so that's why this...
I mean, I have never treated somebody else's woman like that.
You'd expect a smack in the face.
Even if I don't know who the man is, I just know.
And you'd expect a smack in the face if you did.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the point. Everyone involved in this is, frankly, failing in their duty to patrol the boundaries of their own relationships.
Yeah.
And I think this is a terrible, terrible example to others. And it's really annoying me that I'm constantly getting it shoved in my face in my bloody timeline. But it's not just, like, as Sitch pointed out, there are loads of articles going about, oh, isn't Pedro Pascal sweet? It's like, no, he's insufferable. I hate him. And I'm sick of seeing him. I'm sick of you putting him in everything.
More broadly, I don't understand why Hollywood does this. I mean, is there really a shortage of people that can act? I don't think so.
I think there's a shortage of male feminists who haven't been Me Too'd who can act. I think that's the real issue.
Yeah, that could be right.
Because I mean, there are.
If you're right wing, you're not allowed to have a job in Hollywood.
Like
so then you've got to. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, but only because he stays very quiet.
Well, yeah, but he still doesn't really have a job in Hollywood. He should be in like big blockbusters, but instead he gets marginalised.
Well, we can infer that he's right wing because he knows the Warhammer source material,
but also because he never does anything left wing.
Yes, yes.
It's the same with Chris Pratt is another one who's obviously right wing. He's lucky to be in the Jurassic.
So we can work it. But I think that is probably more it is. For a movie, you want a masculine guy.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to find a left-wing masculine guy. In fact, there was a study that I saw not so long ago, and it was about basically what they did is they got a bunch of left-wing men and gave them testosterone, and they all turned into Republicans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
I mean, left-wing is basically... I mean, maybe there's
a more
have
to bleep that on YouTube.
Okay, fine. It is. Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, if trying to populate a roster of movies with a masculine left-wing men, I mean, there can't be more than about 4 of them in the country.
But the thing is, though, there's another aspect to this, which is her doing this.
Yes.
Right. What she is doing is reveling in breaching the boundary with her own boyfriend. Right. She's reveling in having this little toy, because the thing is about Pedro Pascal is non-threatening. He's not going to do anything that she, if she draws a boundary, he's going to have to live with it, right? He's not going to be able to physically do anything. But she's reveling in the transgressiveness of this, right? You can see it on her face. This isn't your boyfriend, love. You shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. You know you shouldn't be doing this.
She should know that as well.
Exactly, and she's reveling in the transgression of it, which again is another. I'm just absolutely sick of this at this point. Terrible example, and just any young men watching, don't ever let a woman do this to you. Don't ever let another man do this to your woman. And you know what I'm talking about. So I'll read loads of these comments. I didn't realise how triggering Pedro Pascal would be. Oh my God.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
We're going to need to do another episode.
People generally turn to vigilantism when they feel like they have nothing to lose. You learn nothing else from the previous segment, but Pedro Pascal started the movie with Nick Cage to steal all of Nick Cage's be in every movie ever made, energy like in Monstars and Space Jam. He will not stop until he's remade older movies with himself. Pedro Pascal comes across the type of guy that will try to convince you that him having sex with your wife is good for society. You know what? No, I don't even think he does that. I think it's the sneaky fucker thing where he's just, I'm such a vulnerable, pathetic wretch that I need your wife or girlfriend to come over and give me a hug.
I'm still in team prefers the company of other men.
I don't think it is. Because again, why wouldn't there... In Hollywood, that would get him more roles, right? Being gay would be good for his career. And how could his career get any better?
Can we have a vote in the chat? Sneaky effers or gay?
No, there's absolutely no reason that he would keep being gay hidden. Right? Absolutely none. In fact, he would gain social cachet for coming out as gay. Right? So
I mean that is a good argument.
And he's always touching women. He's never touching the men. If he was gay, he'd be doing it to his male co-stars. But he's only ever touching women, and only ever the attractive ones, as Sigilstone points out. Pedro never crawls over his unattractive co-stars. Again, where is it? This. It's so totally this. I love this guy becoming a meme of people being sus. But I'm fucking watching you, Pedro. just watching you, mate. Sorry, I don't believe you, you liar.
Chat seems evenly divided between sneaky effer and gay.
If he was gay, he'd be touching men. He never self-soothes through
Yeah,
men.
but men might respond.
There are gay men. There are loads of men who respond to that. Again, we're not talking about guys down the pub here. We're talking about weird pervs in Hollywood.
If you would like to watch the full uncut version that is also uncensored, head on over to lotuseaters.com to find out more.